Hi everyone, it's Aoife here from the Financial Newbie, and I'm on a journey to ensure a better financial future for myself by budgeting, prop money cash stuffing and doing savings challenges. So welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. This is a video that I have alluded to but I hadn't planned on making for another few weeks. But basically I got really impatient, I had lots of goodies made, and yeah, here we are filming my 2025 binder setup. So if you've been following this channel for a while, I mean you started following me when I first started doing YouTube videos, you'll know that I've basically kind of had the same binder setup for ages. I may have added challenges in or changed dashboards or added envelopes or removed envelopes, but essentially the binders themselves have been pretty much the same. And I have been making YouTube videos since I think February, March last year, but I had been doing this cash stuffing much earlier, and these are the original binders that I had gotten, and a lot of these are the original envelopes that I have gotten. But I basically decided that I wanted to get some new binders and make some new envelopes and just make it really fun and really it's aesthetic, but also makes it really enjoyable and makes you want to do more. Now, absolutely a caveat to this is you do not need all of this stuff to start cash stuffing at all. You can even start with a couple of paper envelopes that you get down at the newsagents. You do not need all this fancy stuff, and I've done my best to not buy a lot of the fancy stuff. I make most of my stuff myself, mainly because I really like making stuff and crafting and just being inspired by a lot of different people. But there are a few things that a lot of my savings challenges I have bought because they're just so fun, and I'm not actually that imaginative to make my own savings challenges like that. So today what we're going to be doing is moving everything from my old binders to my new binders and sort of talking about my 2025 financial goals. One small caveat to this is I have ordered some new zip envelopes and they have not arrived yet, but you'll see in a second when we do the everyday binder, it's not the end of the world just yet, and what I'll do is replace them when they come in. So right, what we're going to do, so I have ordered, there's going to be a lot of plastic wrappy thingies, some of these absolutely lovely Ripple binders. I sourced these myself, but I know there's a lot of people that source them on Etsy, so I definitely recommend checking them out. I ummed and ahed about actually stocking these in my Etsy shop, but I don't know if I'm that keen on it or not. So yeah, because there are so many other people that stock them. So yeah, I've tried to basically match the colours of the old binders with the new binders. So I got a big selection of them, so I can swap in and out and always make it feel like there's something new, if that makes sense. So yeah, so everyday binder is going to be pink, so excuse the rattling. And let's just move that on the floor, and I'll deal with that in a bit. So yeah, so I do love some new binders. Some of these binders I've already been into because I needed to needed to measure some stuff up myself. Right, so this is the binder I was talking about that I've ordered new envelopes. So I have made loads of vellum envelopes for most of my new binders, apart from my everyday and my savings challenge binder. Just move these pumpkins out the way. This is because a lot of the times my everyday binder will have coins in them, and yeah, I don't want those coins to just fly everywhere. So we're going to stick with the zip envelopes. Now these are the original envelopes I made years ago, but for example, I mean, you can see the sellotape on them. They have been falling apart for ages. I think some of them don't even have the zips on them. I think eating out is just completely fallen apart. But yeah, so what I've done is, rather than making completely new envelopes with putting new vinyl on and everything, what I've done is I've made dashboards like I have, some of the others, and I have printed them out. It's the same background as before, and I've just done personal groceries, eating out, and household. Oh no, I've got some more as well. I think they're behind here. And then my roundup on my bank envelope. I'm just waiting for the new waiting for the new envelopes to arrive so I can actually finally cut these out, because I know that different envelopes have slightly different dimensions, so we'll just see how that turns out. I know they are on the way. But basically I got really impatient. I'm filming this on Sunday, the 27th, so the clock's I went back. It's dark, I'm hungry, my partner's at the gym, and I'm just going to fall asleep if I don't do something. So I've prepped dinner, and now I'm filming this video to keep me awake. So basically when it gets like to this time of the year, I just go into hibernation mode, and as soon as it's a slight bit dark, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I just want to sleep. So let's start moving these, and we'll keep my dashboards as well. So let's take all of those out. Oh god. And there is a cheeky Dingley Designs challenge in there. Let's take that out as well. Don't know what I'm going to do with my old binders yet. Don't know if it's worth selling them. I mean, especially this one, it's like got pen all over it and stuff. I might just give them away. If people want them, let me know. Just going to throw that out the way. Apologies. Right. Let's get into this binder. So, dashboard is going to be there. Personal spending. You can already get a cheeky peek of what I've been up to since I last filmed and what I've been spending out of. Groceries is going to stay in. Get in, like, household. Now car's going to become a sinking fund rather than a, everyday envelope. That's roundup, and that's my bank envelope. I also got these like with the poppers because my binders were just getting so full, and I don't think the magnets will work that much anymore. They're just like stuffed anyway. So that's the everyday binder done. Next we're going to go onto the variable binder. Right. Oh, let's put the pen. I like to keep a pen in my everyday binder because I tend to like spend out of that quite a lot, so I just like to have that there rather than having to go fish for pens. Right. Can that close? Yes, it can. Right. So this is one of the binders I've really been into. So I have made myself some bookmarks and some vellum envelopes. They're a little bit big for this. I'm undecided if I'm going to trim them or not. So basically I've kind of talked about this, or briefly sort of hinted at it. I've split the envelopes, the categories into sort of high priority and low priority. So high priority are things that need to get stuffed every month, and low priority are things that don't need to get stuffed every month. So let's start with health, and let's start taking stuff out. I just really like the look of the vellum stuff. Oh my god, I've spent like a really long time doing the vellum envelopes. I don't know how people make them to sell, because printing out on vellum, I mean, I don't know if you can see that well, I probably can't see it. It bleeds so easily, and yeah, there was one night where I had like single sheets of vellum that had just been printed out like all over the desk, balanced on the printer and balanced on the bookshelves, and I was like, oh, so much. I should have bought them, but I really wanted to try making them. Right, so health is done. Travel is going to get something. So yeah, that was my fun few evenings. I just really like making things, and I really like the crafting process, so that's why I could have bought them, and I feel really bad because there's so many people that do like make them. Do I need to split that? Is that like resealed itself? That's really annoying if it has. I think it has. If you really need it. So let's just put that to the side. Gifts. Actually, I can do this with scissors. Excuse me. Because what I do is I cut them and then I laminate them again. Just because like often they won't be that flat. Because if they've been laminated, it's like one big sheet. But you probably already know this because I know so many people that like make their own stuff as well. Is that open? Yeah, there we go. Right, you can definitely see it's my channel because it's always chaos. Right, let's put that £5 in. Let's put it the right way. Yeah, so gifts. Self-care. Oh yeah, I've not really talked about my financial goals. Well done, Aoife. So yeah, like big things next year. Well, big things are happening at the end of this year. We're going to try and do as much of the wedding fund as we can. But at the start of next year, I want to move into saving for the house fund. And I really, really, really want to save about 15,000 next year for a house deposit. Please don't tell me this is already... Yeah. And I feel like it's a nice round number. There's a caveat to that though. So me and my partner are thinking about getting a dog. Now we live in a flat, but we both either work from home or so someone will always be at home, and both of our offices are dog friendly. And we don't have massive social lives basically. And we don't travel that much. So we really want to get a dog. Now, obviously we rent, we don't own our own place. So, and I know the law is changing next year, so that it's much harder for landlords to basically reject you from getting a pet. Now, so we would really like to get a pet. Now we can't do this towards the end of this year. Now we still need to ask our landlord. So the caveat to this is, and we'll get to it when we get to the long-term binder, is that I have calculated how much I'd want to put aside every month to save that 15,000. Now if we get a pup, I will reduce that amount so we can either afford to get the pup and get everything set up, and obviously, you know, monthly costs, and potentially build an emergency fund. So yeah, I really want to put $12.50 aside every month for a house deposit, but if we are getting the pup, I will reduce that to 1,000 every month. So it's either 12,000 or 15,000. I'm going to start the budget as if we are saving 15,000. It's not the end of the world if that changes, because that's what budgets are for, but I really, really want to start kicking off the house deposit fund. Now, what does that mean for the wedding fund? Now, we will not hit the goal amount for the wedding with just my salary, like our salary payments, if that makes sense. I'm doing savings challenges at the moment, and that's all going towards wedding. We will not, unless something drastic or magic happens, we will probably not reach that amount by the end of the year. That is absolutely okay. My plan is that we're going to continue doing savings challenges until we reach that amount. Now, with interest, because this all sits, because I cash stuff digitally. Well, I cash stuff with prop money, but obviously everything goes into like pots in my bank, and I earn interest on that. Now, we will reach the goal amount much sooner because of interest. Now, I'm still very undecided whether I continue to save until we've reached that amount in cash, or I wait. We stop when we've got that amount in the bank. Sorry, that sounds really confusing. Still undecided. We're going to, going to continue doing what we're doing, but I would really like to switch priorities. Now, we're not going to get married until 2026. So it's not urgent. We have that money there. But yeah, we're really close, but I really, really want to start making a dent in house deposit just because it makes me feel a lot better. Yeah, so long story short, and also potentially pup, but we'll see. We need to figure a few more things out. So that's variables done. I'm gonna put that on the floor. Right, next binder is the annuals. So yeah, roughly similar colours. But yeah, I just want to know if you got any big goals for next year. Did I move the... I did not move the dashboard. Excuse me a second. That was terrible of me. We need to have the autumnal dashboards. And I'll make some winter ones when it hits sort of December, because I follow astronomical seasons. I don't know if anyone... There's like meteorological seasons and astronomical seasons. So I work with the solstices and the equinoxes because formerly in another life I was an astronomer. And yeah, so annuals. Yeah, the dashboards kind of stick out a bit. Maybe, it's alright if I stop worrying. Right, annuals we have split up into joint annuals and personal annuals. So the joint annuals are like our annual bills, that me and my partner split, and then there'll be like my own bills, like the car insurance and stuff, and I save for Christmas, my half of Christmas in this as well. Right, so Who Gives a Crap, which is our toilet roll subscription, which is fully funded. Actually, I want to put fully funded at the front there, because you can see it on both sides now. Yeah, maybe. Okay, water. So that's the plan anyway, but things change, and that's absolutely okay if it doesn't work out. But yeah, let's really start to get a dent in the deposit, and we can finish off wedding. Do I want to see? No, yeah, let's do it this way. Let's put the trackers in the front there. And then TV license won't have anything, but it will have trackers to put in. So are you changing any binder setups for next year? Are you adding in new challenges, removing challenges, etc, etc? Just be really curious to know what other people are up to. It's insurance. Okay, and this is personal annual, so Christmas. Yeah, I've also started spending for Christmas, which just felt very weird in October. So I've also created these little spent things so that I can kind of keep track of how much did we reach our goal amount, etc, etc. No, on the front. Keep the trackers at the back. Right. And then car. I think I want car insurance first, not car maintenance. But yeah, I've sort of been eyeing up getting some new binders for a while, and yeah, just super happy and just had a lot of fun despite it being really tricky. It was just a lot of fun to make these envelopes. Right. The problem is, like, with these, when you put the vinyl on them, it's really difficult to get the vinyl off them. Maybe I will get a tracker for car maintenance. There. Come on, come on. Alright. So that's that binder done. But literally these binders came in like 2 weeks ago, and I've just been sat staring at the box going, I really want to like move into them because they got a lot nicer feel and everything. Just look a lot nicer. Right, long term. Right, let's take out the dashboard. I don't know why I put the binder away, but anyway. Ooh, right. Need your binder. I've also just made these bookmarks so that I know which thing is which, but I feel like the colours should match, so I shouldn't be that confused. Alright. We're also going to be doing Save to Sync next year with the sort of non-priority sinking funds. Right, so that's holiday done. Wedding. It's finally wedding and not dream. That's very exciting. I've also made a new tracker that is not the cloud. It is an actual wedding tracker. So that's exciting. Like, now that we are engaged, we can actually call it wedding. House deposit, I've not got anything in it, but does it have a... Yes, it does. I made myself a little tracker for it. This is where I get most of my enjoyment, is making like the trackers and the savings challenges and the envelopes. The really creative savings challenges I find amazing. But yeah, emergency fund. I didn't make an envelope for emergency fund. Weird. Moving fund, but I'm going to take the little budget sheet thing from that and put it in pup. I might have to make an emergency fund thing. Okay, So that is the long-term binder done. Excellent. Oh, did I forget to take these out? I did. Right, so I've also made bookmarks for every day and savings challenges. I'm also going to take this out. That was me trying to make the dashboards and realising that they're way too small. Because, you know, I'm good at this thing. So that, yeah, right. So let's go back into every day. Don't know if I like the pink on pink. It's not as, yeah, okay, so every day is going to get its own little bookmark. Nice. Alright. So I feel like I've got really fun colours for everything, and then I've got like savings challenge is just one of the grey colours. Okay, so savings challenges. Let's do this. Right, let's get the binder. Let's get the dashboard. I don't know if I've done this right, where I've done dashboard and thingy, then bookmark, then dashboard. Oh my god, this is already falling apart. So dice challenge is going in, because we'll continue to do that. And then what I'm going to do is save the year in, and then we'll put the roll and save little thing. Then we'll do knockout 9. Then we'll do rock paper scissors. I'm super excited for this to close and not me like kind of having to like find an appropriate angle for it to, anyway, for the magnets to click. Then we've got tingly designs. Then we've got seasonal. And then we've got Halloween. Boom. And yeah, and this binder is also the other one that's going to keep its zip envelopes, because we sometimes have coin challenges. Whoa, this is going to close. Just about. Oh god, that's falling apart. Right. Oh my god, is this not going to actually close? With the... There we go, just about. I might actually have to trim these dashboards, because that is not ideal. Why is this? Yeah, the other one's closed okay. Is that because this is in the way? No, this dashboard just seems to be pretty bulky. Oh, maybe it's just the way it's fallen. Alright. See. Oh, right. Yeah, there we go. It's just the way it was fallen in the binder. I might trim them, to be honest, because, yeah, right. So you've done me well, old binders, but it's time for something a little bit new. Can I get a... Yeah, so we've got 5 new lovely binders that we will be stuffing into from now on. So thank you so much for watching this video. This very chaotic. Here is my attempt to share my goals for next year and do some new binders. Also signed up to a lot of subscriptions for challenges, and that's my kind of cheeky way of getting some happy mail. And those are quick, not quick wins, but like the feels like I've spent money and I've got stuff arriving. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting those. But yeah, anyway, thanks so much for watching and dealing with the chaos, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.